Welcome back to another episode of Original Understudies, where we get the most original and available understudies that are ready to take a suggestion from the listening audience and have a conversation and do some long form improv scenes with it. So let's get started and find out who our understudies are today. So let me introduce Jack Zullo. Jack, where can people find you and what's your favorite smell?
I guess the best place to find me would just be www.jackzullo.com. And my favorite smell, you call me off guard, I'm going to err on the side of caution and say my girlfriend's hair.
Oh, not creepy at all. I like it. I like it. Okay, we also have Landon Kirksey. Landon, where can people find you and what's your favorite smell?
Well, people can find me on the internet at Splandon, SPLADNDON, and enjoy a post from me every 3 to 4 months. And my favorite smell is Jack Zullo's girlfriend's hair.
Ah, sexy. Mm-hmm. And we have Mary Goodflesh. Mary, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I just thought I'd ask the only other woman here how they're doing.
Thank you for being here with me.
Oh, you're welcome. And where can people find you and what is your favorite smell?
You can find me everywhere online as Mary Doodles, where I draw, paint, I do art videos. My favorite smell is my dog's cheesy feet.
And what type of dog is that?
She's a cattle dog mix.
Oh, okay. And we also have Jake Regal. Jake, where can people find you and what's your favorite smell?
People can find me at Jake Regal on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm on episode 5 of Unstable on Netflix. I love hair. Doesn't have to be anyone's hair.
That's
just
all hair. And
just
that's
hair.
the TV show with Rob Lowe and his son.
That's right. Yeah.
How exciting.
Yeah.
And where can people find that? Is that Apple TV? Did you say that
That's
already?
Netflix.
Everyone go to Netflix. And we have Atul Singh. Atul, where can people find you? What's your favorite smell?
You can find me on socials and stuff on Atul Time, ATULTIME. And my favorite smell is the smell of fear.
Oh, okay. And I'm hosting today. I'm Amey Goerlich. You can find me all kinds of places like TikTok. That's my cat's account. You know what? Just come to Denver. You can find me at my theater at KS Bloom Theater. And my favorite smell is a mix of lemon and ginger. Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad. You gave a real answer.
Well, I mean, it's also the smell of Jack's girlfriend's hair.
Okay. Yes.
True.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Okay, so let's get into it. We've got a really weird suggestion because it's for James and James is not technically here. So let's see how this goes. Hey, James, one of the most memorable episodes from Alchemy This podcast was the bird watchers and the bird with the fuck me bird call. Remember that one? Still has me laughing just thinking about it. Tell the understudies about it to get some conversation started. It popped into my head this morning, so thought I would share the joy. Have a good one, Craig. And since James did not tell us about it, I guess we can just kind of figure it out as we go.
Well, I vote Chris Alvarado for initiating that bird call.
Probably.
This is a bird story. There's a hotel down south about an hour away, and they have, you have like, if you're by the ocean, you have like seagull problem. And so they have a falconer who comes to the hotel like 3 days a week and releases this falcon to clear off all the birds. And while he's there, he does like a little tutorial, which you can go and join him for. And he has like this shoulder harness so birds can sit on him and not dig into his shoulder. He's got this massive glove. He has a falcon. I think it was 2 falcons and an owl. And the way he described owls, like, I feel like no one talks about how fucking scary they are. Just ridiculously scary. And he'll feed them in front of you, but you can't touch any of them because they'll bite your finger off. But I thought that was That's my bird story.
Owls. Did anybody dissect owl pellets in school?
Oh yeah.
That was like one of my favorite chapters where you go, it looks like a turd mixed with a hairball, and you just peel it open and you would find all the little bones of the little mice and the little teeth. And then you reassemble it on an index card and glue it together. Sometimes you get 2 skulls.
Yeah, it was like a Kinder Bueno. You never knew what you were going to get inside of that thing.
But how big is this? Can you give me a size dimension?
Probably 2-3 inches.
That's big.
Maybe.
Whoa.
That's serious.
Depending on the pellet. Because they'll eat. They eat their prey, and then in the stomach it gets sorted, and the fur and the bones just get bundled into a mass, and they throw it up.
It's like a little like a bone purse, like a furry bone purse.
That's right.
Purse.
I dissected fish in 4th grade, which is maybe too early to dissect things. I was in a group of 3 people, myself, Robbie, and Emily. Last names withheld. I don't know why I remember their names, honestly. I haven't seen either of them in 100 years. But Emily was disgusted fairly by the idea of being in 4th grade and dissecting an animal. And she specifically didn't like that the fish's eyes were wide open, and because it was on the side of their heads, because their prey, they was like staring at us. So she took our scalpel and cut out and stabbed the eyes of a fish specifically. And I found that so much more disturbing than anything the fish was doing.
I thought you were going to say, then we dated for 3 years.
No. Yes. 5th, 6th, and 7th grade.
Yeah. We had, so at the high school, it was either junior or senior year, I can't remember which, but the AP science classes would dissect a fetal pig, and they would get these fetal pigs, and they had a bunch of them. In the year that I was supposed to do it, I did not want to dissect this fetal pig. Like frogs are one thing or whatever, but I mean, this is like a baby pig. No thanks. But luckily, they stored the pigs incorrectly, and all the fetal pigs went bad.
Oh.
So we didn't have to do it because they like got a bad batch, or they stored them wrong, or something happened, and the pigs turned.
Ugh.
Amy, I'd like to change my previous answer of favorite smell to spoiled fetal pigs.
I'm documenting it.
Original Understudies.
Hey, Terrence, I bought 30 owls last week.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we had a little...
Did you get? We threw in a couple extra just because you're such a good customer. So you got 35 owls.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes. I got home, and me and my roommate were discussing. I left them in the trunk.
Wait, who?
Overnight.
Who was discussing?
Oh, I thought you were doing
a little owl humor. Sorry,
a little
owl humor.
Terrence, sorry. This is serious. I left them in the trunk. They're rotting up my Subaru.
Wait, what?
It's an Outback, if you're wondering. And I was just wondering if maybe we could exchange them. That's part of the policy.
We don't. Listen, because you're such a great customer. I mean, I can.
Thank you.
I can take them. I can take them back. I can take them off your hands. I don't know if I can give you 35 more owls, though.
I'm a repeat customer. You know that. I've bought from you.
Some would say offender. I never ask any questions.
Wow, Subaru is nice. This will be this is for my daughter. It's going to be her first car. It's really great. Can I get inside and check it out?
Yeah.
Okay, you hesitated, so do you not want me to get inside? I mean, I know the doors are locked, and
I'll unlock it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oof. What's that? What is that smell?
That's it's a spice, and
okay, what kind of spice?
I'm really trying to move it. I'm very motivated to move it. So
yeah, $400 is a great deal.
Yeah. You usually don't get an Outback that. Maybe you get a
regular
WRX, the Impreza.
Okay, Brandon. Okay, we can make out in my back seat. We just got to crack the windows real quick. Come on. Okay.
Oh, come on. Why?
Okay,
Everyone's going to hear all the
there's
passionate
just, like,
sounds we make.
A little bit of a smell, but like, I'm just having such a good time, and you're so hot, and just.
I know. So, all right, fine. Crack the window. Whatever you need to do.
Come on in. Let me just open the door. All right, I'm gonna roll down the windows.
Wait, sorry. I feel like I heard like a faint cawing noise.
It's a used car. I guess like the previous owner had owls or whatever. We find them every now and then. Now come here, big boy.
Sorry. Well, look what we have here. Couple of kids on makeout point, eh? Well, listen, you two. I got to tell you the dangers of Oh, God in heaven.
I'm sorry, officer.
What is that smell?
It's owls.
Listen, son. You got to run fast. You got to run fast and far away from this, okay?
They're not my owls.
What?
They're not my owls.
No. You understand, son? Listen, look at me in the eye. Look at me in the eye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You don't want any of this. This is a red flag. This is a red sail. And you're going to have to take this catamaran straight through the ocean with this red sail. Run far, far away.
But you gave me tongue.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We can put up with a lot.
It's worth a couple of dead owls.
You're right. Listen, you two kids have fun. Here, let me see if I've got a prophylactic in my pocket. Nope. You know what? No, I don't.
Hey, Terrence, I noticed you didn't have a partner for the history project, and I just wanted to see if you wanted to work together.
Yeah. I'd love to work with you.
Oh, cool. This is awesome. Are you're like, how long have you been playing basketball? You're like so good at it.
Well, I was literally born with a basketball in my hands, and, I could dribble like this through the legs, and I could slam dunk. Check it out.
Wow. You probably meant figuratively, but it's still cool. I'm surprised no one will partner up with you because you're a star athlete.
Well, yeah. People wind up doing most of the work for me, but I get girls to come hang out with you.
Oh, okay. I was going to do the work for you. But yeah, girls. Awesome.
Yeah, no, any guys who are hanging out with me, they need to have girls, hanging out with them.
Wait, say that again? What?
Any guys that are hanging out with me, I got to get lots of girls to hang out with them.
All right, cool.
Mrs. Buckley, as your pediatrician, I just want to warn you that these images are pretty graphic of your baby. Originally, I thought maybe there was a twin inside there, but it turns out that there's a tiny basketball. In your son's hand. Yes, I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. It's just, it's ridiculous if you think about it.
Went. I cannot wait to call my husband. Oh my goodness. That's where it is.
Oh, so you.
Okay. And this is this, is it safe for the baby? Is my son okay?
Well, I think it's attached to his hand. So I highly suggest that we take it off once he's born. You don't want him just carrying around a tiny little basketball. It won't grow with him. It will still be a tiny little basketball.
Yeah, it will be. Wow. I probably should have been more responsible with that tiny basketball, but I as long as it's not a life-altering procedure, I guess I should be thankful that this is a perfectly normal pregnancy.
Yeah. Do you mind if I keep this X-ray?
Absolutely. Do you mind if I get a copy of that X-ray?
Not at all. I'm going to hang it up in my office.
Oh, I was going to hang it up in my home office too.
Right?
I'm already.
It's like a prank, but it's not. It's real.
Yeah. I just want to look at it and remember that was his first basketball moment.
A real tiny basketball.
My name is David Sneakerhead, and I represent the Nike Corporation, and I would like to license that image of the tiny baby with the tiny basketball, if I could, for our sneakers.
Hold on, ma'am. David Sneaker coming in to undermine us. How you doing, ma'am? Justin Hightop. I'm with Reebok/Adidas, and we want to talk to you about your son and the future he's going to have.
Now, listen, you could go with a gentleman like Dr. Hightop over there, but you shouldn't, because if you want an American-made shoe, then you got to get to Nike. Well, not made, but I mean American-owned and designed shoe. Then you got to go with me, Mr. Sneaker, at Nike.
Listen, David Sneaker is going to tell you anything you want to hear. All right. That's what David Sneaker is about. The word sneak is in his name. All right. He's a oil sneaksman. All right. And I'm going to tell you, when we bought Reebok, we wanted something wholesome and beautiful. And that's why we invested in a dream right here in the US of A. Do you have something to say, David?
Well, listen, that last time that, Adidas, so a German company, last time a German company invested into a dream, what happened then? Huh?
Oh.
Let's talk about that. Huh? Let's talk about America. Huh? Let's talk about some war bonds. You want to buy some war bonds? Then you give that X-ray to me, and we can license it for a calendar or an advertisement, perhaps. Something wholesome. What is old Dr. Hightop's going to do for you?
Oh, look who just walked in. Lisa Puma. Oh, late to the meeting, Lisa.
Yes, it's me, Lisa Puma. I, of course, work for Lamar Ball's Big Baller brand. And I'm here because I want to sign your image to my brand. And I don't care what this German and this American say. You should work for Lisa Puma's Big Baller brand.
Oh, hi, Lisa. I didn't expect to see you here today. I would have brought your handbag, but I forgot it on my dining room table.
We said we wouldn't talk about things like that.
As you can see, ma'am, these two are literally or figuratively in bed together at one point at least. Do you want to do business with somebody like that? Or do you want to work with Justin Hightop, just a regular guy from Springfield, Missouri, trying to work his way up?
Okay, so as your lawyer, I get it. You feel exploited that your baby image of the tiny basketball in your hand was put all over the place. Billboards, calendars, sides of shoes. So you want to sue all these big time companies because you were technically naked in the photos. I get it. It's like the Nirvana kid.
You're right. If that's an angle I can pursue, I want to pursue it.
I brought up the Nirvana kid because I feel like he spent a lot of money on that and didn't win because he was a baby.
Okay, but I don't know. It feels different for me. It feels like my entire life was taken from me. Everyone associates me with the tiny basketball that used to be in my hand.
But it was so cool. Like, I remember seeing that for the first time, driving down the highway, seeing it on a big billboard. It was for milk. It was like, got milk. And it was just you.
Right. That didn't even make that much sense to me.
Didn't
I was
at
like
all.
an Ernest character. I was just doing ads for everything.
It was, I remember it fondly. So,
well, you were watching from the outside, weren't you?
Okay, let's pursue this case.
Son, I hope you're not still mad at me for licensing your photo. I put that money toward your college fund. You're just a baby. If I knew it would cause this much pain, I wouldn't have.
Oh, well, it's not a real apology, is it? That's if I did something else, I would apologize.
Oh, okay.
No, you have to apologize for me being a megastar.
You don't yell at your mother like that. You do not yell at your mom like that.
I'm sorry. I'm it's been building
just trying
for
to
20 years.
Okay.
Do you know how many women I had to sleep with? How many massive parties?
I
was
don't
up
want
until
to
4
know.
in the
I don't
morning,
need to
almost
know.
every single night.
I don't. Okay,
Rocking experimental drugs.
Okay,
that made me feel so freaking good, and it's because of you.
Okay, sweetie, we are in an Applebee's. Let's sit down.
Okay, just put your phone, your keys in here and pass through the x-ray machine and metal detector. Whoa, wait a minute. You look familiar.
Yeah, you might be thinking of someone else, bud.
No, I don't think so. I mean, sure, you're a little older now, but I mean, I'd recognize this x-rayed silhouette anywhere.
Okay, I'm basketball baby.
You're
You caught me.
basketball baby! That's
basketball
right! Basketball baby's here!
Oh my God. You walk through security carrying one tiny basketball and everyone immediately recognizes you. I can't believe this. You know what? What do you want? You want a signature?
Could you sign the tiny basketball that you brought for me?
All right, fine. What's your name?
It's Spalding.
Spalding?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You're Spalding Gray.
I'm Spalding Gray.
You've been missing for 20 years.
That's right. And I've been working security here at crypto.com arena.
What?
Yeah.
That's incredible. Wow. All right. Well, I want to keep your secret because I think that you should be able to be private and unknown. You might be famous, but you don't have to be.
You're Spalding Gray?
Guilty.
I'm your wife. How could you keep this from me? We've been
wait,
married.
did you say Spalding Gray? No, I'm not. Yeah, that's not.
You can't keep this charade up. It's all over the newspapers. It's all over the internet. Spalding Gray, huh?
Honey, we all have secrets. Surely you have secrets that you've kept from me.
Sure, I witnessed the Martian landing in the Nevada desert. Sure, I used to play center for the New York Knicks and was a tall Jamaican black man, but I would never keep anything like this from you.
You played center for the New York Knicks?
I used to be Patrick Ewing.
It's original Understudies.
Does anyone have any, I very specifically have two Spalding Gray stories, two interactions with Spalding Gray. But I was interested if anyone else had a similar experiences with celebrities. I'll tell mine really quickly. So when I was at Humboldt University, I was his PA basically for when he came to do a show. And he was very strange, but not in a weird way, in a very kind of funny, absurd way. And the one specific thing I remember, he was at the very end of the hallway and I came through the doors and it was the back of the proscenium and I had a water that he wanted and he goes, stop. And I stopped and I was probably 200 feet away from him. And he goes, roll the water to me. And I had to roll the bottle of water down the hallway to him. And he picked it up and looked at me, opened it and went backstage. And then 3 years later, I moved to New York, or maybe it was 2 years later. And I'm at this Strand bookstore. I'm outside looking through books and I look up and he's staring right at me. He's on the other side of the table. And he looks at me and he goes, I know you. And I go, yeah, I was your PA at Humboldt State University for a show you did. And he goes, that's right. You threw water at me. And I was like, you told me to. And he just gave me this look and walked away. And then I think it was the next year when they were they found his body in the Hudson River. And it was so weird to me to have the two interactions. And he also remembered such a specific about our interaction. Does anyone else have any weird celebrity stories like that?
I got a fun, weird celebrity story. I mean, I have a few of them. I'm sure we all do. But one of them was I I used to visit an office. I had someone close to me who was working there, and it was like, one of those like quasi, not doctors, but like holistic doctors' offices out in Santa Monica, which is really just a house, like a corner house. So I go walking in to visit my friend, and we're sitting there talking at her, admin desk. And she goes, guess who's back there with, the doctors, the two doctors. And I'm like, who? She's like, Sting. Sting's back there. Now you're talking about a little tiny house in Santa Monica, right? So it's really just like a hallway back to like 2 or 3 little bedrooms. So I say to her, I was like, okay, well, when you talk to him next, just tell him I will turn your face to alabaster when you find your servant is your master. And then, of course, all of a sudden, he comes walking around the corner, and he obviously heard me literally quoting "Wrapped Around Your Finger." And he looks up at me and he says, hello. And I'm like, hi. And I guess that's the punchline. I heard Sting heard me being a complete creep and being obsessed with his music. Not a creep. I love Sting. Used to be really into the Police. So like all of a sudden I was outed as like a super fan as he came walking around the corner, and then he just called me on it by like acknowledging and saying hello to me.
All right. I mean, I think the story's great. He could just be saying hello too.
Yeah,
right?
he was just saying hi, probably. I don't know.
I like it though. I like it. I do not have any good stories related to.
I'm so bad with celebrities.
Yeah,
I don't recognize them half the time.
Yeah. In real world, it doesn't connect. I used to work at a comedy club in Illinois. So it was easy. Like the people coming in, it was obvious. They were on the front of the building. We had Norm Macdonald come through one time. And I remember I had to pick him up because he didn't have a driver's license, never did. And there was another staff member with me at the time because we were out getting lunch, and then we went to pick him up from his hotel and like bring him to the venue. And this girl, like I knew who he was, like from Saturday Night Live mostly. I was a big fan, but this girl was like much younger, had no idea. So she was just like so annoyed by him. He's sitting in the back seat, and it's like Norm Macdonald, just so dry. He's like asking dumb questions about things that like don't require answers, and she's like taking him seriously. And I'm just like driving us like, this is so fun. And at one point, he started flinging rubber bands at the other girl. Like she like is getting hit by him. Like, oh, what are you doing? I'm just like so confused. Like, who is this guy? And he is like a super sweetheart. Real kind to the staff, and all good grades.
That's nice. I did see. I saw this guy. So this is going to be a very specific celebrity. This guy, Howard Levy, who is a harmonica player, and I am a harmonica player.
Very specific.
Very specific. But Howard Levy's an incredible harmonica player. He is primarily known, I guess, for playing with Bela Fleck and the Flecktones. So very jazzy, but he plays anything. And I saw him in LaGuardia, and I was going to Chicago. He lives in the Chicago area. And I recognized him because I'm a nerd like that. And so I come up to him and I was like, excuse me, you're Howard Levy. Mr. Levy, I'm a big fan. I just wanted to say I'm a harmonica player as well. And it's an honor to meet you. And there was a record that had just come out that he had played on. And so I mentioned that record. I was like, big fan of that. Like, oh, you're playing on this one album is so amazing, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, and he stands up and he's like, oh, thank you so much. Well, listen, I may have something. And then he goes into his sport coat pocket and pulls out a harmonica. And then in the middle of the terminal at LaGuardia, just starts playing. and of course it's brilliant. Like it's amazing. Like it's really, really good. But it's also like he's playing at me. And like and people don't know what's going on, and I don't know how to react at all. Cause it's just like, that's amazing. Like, what do you do? Like, I mean, So, and he played a little thing, and then he was like, there you go. And I was like, thank you. I mean, I didn't ask for
You
it.
dance, Landon. You dance.
Original Understudies?
Oh, so you're a fan of my music, is that right?
Yeah, it really got me through some tough times.
You creep. You absolute creep.
Yeah, you're right. I'm a creep. That's why she left me, man. That's why she left me.
Oh.
And your music made me this way.
You're unloading on me right now, man. I didn't ask for this. I don't want to know about your tough times, you creepy wanker. Come on.
You asked for this when you stepped on this elevator and I hit the alarm button and stopped it in between two floors. That's when you asked for this.
Jeez, I don't know what to do with you right now. How do I get this? I'm going to press the call button.
No, you're going to live in it. You know what? I just laid the silentest, deadliest fart, and now you're going to have to smell it.
Oh.
This is police and fire.
Police,
is there an
everything's
emergency?
fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, is everything fine over there? The elevator appears to be stopped.
Don't meet your heroes. That's all I have to say.
Oh, boy, you bet. I met Giuliani one time, and it was terrible.
I bet it was. Was it creepy old Giuliani or creepy young Giuliani?
It was a transition between the two, but I should have seen it coming. Anyway, is everything okay
I'm
over
sorry,
there?
I can barely speak. There's a nasty, nasty fault that's taking up the entirety of the atmosphere.
Oh, my God, is that Sting?
Yes, it's Sting.
Wow, I am such a big fan.
Right,
hey, listen.
Right? He's great.
Don't be your servant to your master. Turn your face to alabaster.
You creep,
am I right?
You creep.
Oh, no, I know.
There's
I
a
like the
little
song.
black spot on the sun today.
Oh my God. When Sting died in that tragic elevator fart, like that, I think that changed my life. That was the celebrity death that really hit me the hardest. Anyway, your turn. You go. Which celebrity death rocked your world?
Well, I guess it was, it had to be, let me think. This is a very interesting first date question. I love it.
I know. I love asking this one.
Yeah, you answered it first, which was cool. Kind of gave me I knew that, that was, I don't know. Okay, let me think. I was there when, do you know the former center for the New York Knicks?
Is it, there's an E in the name. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not important. I don't want to brag. I used to visit his office. It's not important, but when he passed, it was a big thing for me.
Oh my gosh.
One of my closest friends growing up was like this famous kid who grew up with the best. It's not important, but I always had a tie to basketball. And so, yeah. So what kind of music do you like? My turn to ask questions.
Oh, okay. What kind of music do I like?
Let me answer first.
Oh, yeah.
So we can keep the same pattern going.
I like this.
This is amazing. I'm having so much fun.
It's so effortless.
Yeah, I'm so glad Clarice set us up. This is,
Thank you. Yeah, to be honest, when she sent your picture, like, I was like, I don't know, like, kind of that, like, you're just like so unique looking. Okay, now I'm putting my foot in my mouth. You look like that one celebrity. You look like, what is it? He's got the face. He's got the face. Yeah. Like it's like really pointy. He was in that Irish movie.
Adrian Brody?
No, he was in that one of the Spider-Mans.
Defoe.
Oh gosh, what is
Spider-Man.
Yeah, but he's got that face.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I've been listening to this whole conversation because I'm so compelled by both of you. And I just want to see if you were ready to order, because I did ask, and then you guys kind of launched into this celebrity thing. And I have so many weird celebrity stories as a server here. You know, it's like Santa Monica, you know, we get so many celebrities that come in. But are you ready to order?
Not really, but I'm curious about your celebrity story.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
do I
God,
just scan this QR code, or do you have the actual menus?
It's up to you. You can still do the old timey QR code way, or I can get you one of our
The old timey
newer.
QR code. So you're doing that first, and then you got the printed out menus. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm 19. So like a year is old timey to me. Like pre-COVID
I'm sorry,
times,
but
I was a
interrupted you. You had a
different
story
person.
about a celebrity.
So many stories. Okay. I'll tell you one of my favorite ones. So do you guys know Natasha Lyonne?
Yeah.
The bugle player?
No, Natasha Lyonne. She's got
Leon. I'm sorry.
yes, red curly hair, actress, kind of a gruffy voice like this, right?
Yeah, Russian doll. Oh, that was good.
Oh my gosh, you did a really good impression.
So her grandmother used to come in. Her grandmother used to come in to eat here. And she asked me, where did I get my nose? And I was like, I was born with this nose. And she was like, let me take a picture because my Natasha is looking for a nose just like that. So just so you know, Natasha Lyonne's nose is actually my nose.
So you didn't actually meet Natasha Lyonne?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No.
okay.
All right, we'll just have 2 Cokes. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Oh my God, you're Natasha Lyonne, the bugle player. I am. Listen,
I am Natasha Lyonne. Yes,
I'm a huge fan. Listen, I've heard all of your music, and I'm honored to meet you. This is incredible. I mean, how often do you run into your heroes? You've been such an inspiration.
Look, it is incredible to hear this. Stand still. Stand still and do not leave.
Okay, I'm not moving.
Let me take this out.
Oh, that's larger than I anticipated.
It's a big bugle, yes. Yes.
It's a big bugle.
And everyone in this bank, you are now going to listen to bugle.
Listen. Wow. Wow, it sounds just like the record.
Ma'am, this is a working bank. Do you have any business here, or are you just visiting this office?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but yeah, this is a legend. This is a bugling legend.
Natasha Lyonne, yes.
Oh, I love your TV show.
No.
The one that you go around solving.
No,
Poker face. No, that is not
the same.
Oh,
that is the inferior Natasha Lyonne. I am the famed bugle player.
Oh, you're a bugler.
Could you not tell from the professional performance I just put on in middle of bank?
We were all honored to receive it. Thank you, Natasha, or should I say, Lyonne? I don't know what to call you.
Natasha Lyonne.
Okay, both.
Now, if you'll permit, that was but the first of the 9-part suite, The Noise Manifesto.
Natasha, baby, bubby, sweetheart. So I booked you on an 18-city tour. You're going to be playing all the main banks.
Incredible. I did have problem in First Bank. They told me to stop.
Yes, they did. But that's the whole thing these days. We need a little controversy, maybe spice up those numbers on the new album.
Okay, it gets much more spicy if I perform where I'm not meant to.
Yeah, so we're going to send you in. We're going to send you the biggest, most dangerous bank in the city. With any luck.
Dangerous bank. Okay.
Yeah. With any luck, you get shot, you get robbed, you get punched. Something to just drive up those sales. A little hot fire on the big bugle.
Yell that, I understand. I don't know if I want to be shot.
That's okay. We're going to have an ambulance waiting right outside.
Welcome to Gun and Chase Bank. How can we help you today?
I would like to make deposit of 45-minute bugle solo. All right. Here we go. Please do not hurt, or if you do, hurt mildly.
She's got a gun. Oh, no.
It's a bugle.
It's a bugle.
This is an impromptu bugle concert.
Atul, can I see you in my office, please?
Yeah.
So I noticed on the security cameras the other day that you're not wearing your bank uniform. You're not wearing the spurs. You're not wearing the hat. Your face was very clean. So what's going on? Like, this is a themed bank.
Yeah, no, I understand. And I love all the themes. You know, I was at the Circus Bank over in Santa Monica for years.
Yep.
And I just thought that, you know, maybe dangerous can be done with the more clean look. And that's all it was. I was just trying to bring a little bit of my personality, Sally.
Yeah. Well, we're not looking for personality at our bank. We're looking for people to wear authentic cowboy outfits. And we spend a lot of money on, you know, the spurs alone. We engraved your initials in them, you know.
It's a beautiful set. The initials are hard to see. I'll tell you that because they're low and it's small. But note taken. Thank you for this conversation.
They're just for you. I didn't dismiss you yet. I really want to know why you don't want to wear the 10-gallon hat.
It's just, I feel like it's so big, you know. It seems massive, and I don't have the biggest head.
You have the biggest head. Okay, well.
So, Atul, I see you got Clown Bank, you got Cowboy Bank. I think you really have what it takes for Underwater Space Camp Bank.
Listen, I'm not looking for a new job right now. I'm glad that I get these offers, and you know, if you can sweeten the pot or something, maybe that'll make it interesting. But
Sweeten the pot. It's an underwater space camp bank.
Oh, Atul, hello there. Might I interest you in the Jungle Credit Union? It's all safari themed. I love your resume. I love your look. I think that we could be a good match. We have actual wildlife in our bank. You get to work outside in sunshine. What can I say? What can we get you in? How can we get you interested in our credit union?
Are there any avian species in your bank setting?
Avarian?
That's, I think, bird?
Avarian?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over the bird.
Oh, that is a bird.
Avarian?
Yes, Avarian.
Avarian?
Oh, I can't. I'm sorry.
Avarian?
Yes.
Original Understudies?
Okay, that brings us back to the bird call suggestion. Is there any, have you guys ever heard of or experienced any like friends who have had kids that had weird first words?
Weird first words?
Yeah, like instead of mommy and daddy, like they had like a weird first word.
I try not to have as many friends that have children.
I find parents to be arrogant and annoying, so I try to stay away from many of them.
Well, it's also just that parents don't they can't be out and having a social experience in the first few years of their parenting life. So
They're trapped in their homes.
Yeah, I tend to not be around those friends when the first words are happening. I know my sister taught a friend's parrot to say Star Wars. Yeah. Does that count? That's a bird. There's a bird involved.
I like it that it's not a quote from the movie or a phrase or a word. It's just the title
Star
of the
Wars.
film.
And it would repeat it. Just Star Wars. Star Wars.
I have a friend that's got a bird that changes its tone. So it won't sound like a bird saying words. It'll change its tone when it's saying certain words. So it's if the owner teaches the word lettuce, it'll say lettuce. And then I have this other friend who has a bird named Pickles, and she brings it to like her flower shop that she owns. And he like sits and he like, the first time I met him, I was like working on this project. He like jumped on my arm, came all the way up to my cheek and made a kissy noise and kissed my cheek. He went, but they don't have to. My friend's bird, Pickles.
Bird.
I do not trust your friend now. That bird learned that behavior.
But it's like, why would it do that kissy sound? It doesn't have to, right?
It doesn't have lips.
I know.
This was a very
With which
revealing
to kiss.
question. We had no information about human children, but a ton of bird stories.
A lot of bird stories.
We are
Yeah.
bird people.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Bird people. So,
Yeah. My aunt is definitely a bird person. No kids. She chose birds and they now live in the upstairs part of her house. When she has guests over, they're confined to the bathroom, but you just hear them. They're budgies, they're parakeets, they're everywhere. And it's
How many?
somewhat appealing. I think she has 6 now, but for a while, like there's a time where she had like 15.
Spooky.
Original Understudies?
Hey, Commissioner Gordon, did he show up yet?
Oh, yeah, he did. He came guns a-blazing.
Where is he? Is he here? Is he gonna?
Yeah,
is he-
he's in the back.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, it's a weird question. I kind of always wanted to ask him. Do you
Okay.
think he's like part bat, and so like he's like half bird?
Honestly, when you look like that, you could be whatever you really want to be.
All right,
you don't-
I'm here. What's wrong with Gotham?
Bank robbery down at Run and Chase Bank.
Great concert going on there, but a bank robbery nonetheless.
Okay, great. Is there anything I need to know before I head out there?
Manager's kind of cool. Staff's fun. Good bank. Oh, the interest rate on the CDs right now.
No,
are
sorry,
ridiculous.
about the crime or what I should be looking out for.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, sorry, Batman.
You should know that everyone's heavily armed.
Yes.
Okay.
with-
I'm sorry, you two look distracted. It's clear to me you're eyeing me up and down. You want to know if I'm a Batman.
Yeah, just like, is it in your blood?
Yeah, well, how did that happen? Did your parents bang a bat? I mean, these are obviously questions that we should have.
You want to know if both of my parents collectively banged a bat, and that's how I was conceived?
Mrs. Wayne, I'm going to show you the photo of your unborn child right now, but I must warn you, we are, there's indications that it is not just one baby. It is your baby and bats. I assume a flock of bats, or I don't know what they're all called, but
So something bird-like. Are you sure it's not a robin?
well, that's the problem. They look like they could. I think they're bats. My colleague says they're birds. We're not quite sure. And we're trying to get to the bottom of this, though. Your baby does seem very healthy and safe.
Okay. Well, if it is a robin, that explains a lot. But, that's where that went.
Yes. Well, we'll be tracking this, and we'll just have a protocol in place for your birth. For your birthing plan will include perhaps some nets, some additional cages.
Makes sense.
And start thinking of names.
Doctor,
sorry,
Doctor,
go
I
ahead.
can see there's a question on your mind. You want to ask me, Mr. Wayne. And yes, it's true. We had a threesome, me, my wife, and my childhood pet,
Okay, great. I'll just check that
Tracy
box
the
then.
bat.
Excellent. All right. Well,
Well, it looks like I owe you $30. It's definitely a bat then, not birds. Here you go.
it's definitely a bat. Problem solved. Congratulations, Mrs. Wayne. You must be very proud.
I am. I'm just very concerned what happened to that robin.
Oh, well, look, there's no indicator of a robin. It's perfectly normal for one or two to escape when you're asleep. Sometimes
makes
when you're
sense.
swimming in the middle, if you're in a changing room.
Just a cough, a simple cough.
A cough, jumping on a trampoline. It's perfectly normal for one or two robins to slip the coop, so to speak.
I do all of those things every weekend, so it makes a lot of sense.
We
What
do
are
a
we
lot
going
of
to tell
swimming.
him?
You should come see the pool at Wayne Manor.
It's a
That's our home.
trampoline. It floats.
Oh, that sounds like an invitation that I should take literally. I'd love to come. How's your
Of course,
Thursday?
please bring your colleague. This
Wow.
Jeffries, would you like to go to party with the Waynes in their pool?
I mean, absolutely.
Oh,
They're
wow.
the richest family in the whole
I
damn
know.
city.
I feel like, oops, I might be famous someday. Oh, how
Yes,
exciting.
It's definitely an oops, we're famous situation.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that sounds fantastic. Do we bring a dessert? Do you want us to bring a bottle of wine?
No. One thing we should know about me and Mrs. Wayne, the beautiful Mrs. Wayne, is we like to
stop.
live in the nude. So please,
Yes.
Oh, well, Jeffries, this is sounding more and more enticing. What do you say?
Absolutely. I'll bring
Yes.
even less than I usually bring.
Oh, God, Harvey, the Waynes are at it again.
Oh no.
They got a whole,
They've got
they got a whole bunch of people now. They're all naked.
they're all swimming in the naked
Swimming in the
trampoline.
naked trampoline pool.
Look at them having a good time.
Yeah.
God,
God, how dare they?
That makes me so angry. I want to. I could run this city.
You could. You could, Oswald Cobblepot.
That's me,
You're the-
Mr. Oswald Cobblepot.
You are the man that could take this city down. Just
If I had just more than these damn flippers, then I would, yeah, if my parents just hadn't have had copulating sex with those penguins, then this whole world would be my
if
oyster.
your penguins just had copulating sex with a bat, I guess, right?
Well, then it'd be some sort of monstrosity. What are you talking about? Some abomination of God. No. These are just humans having normal copulation sex with animals. And my parents, they sure did. It was a different time back then.
It was a different time. Morals were loose. Women were looser.
Yeah. The cages at the old Gotham Zoo were loose.
Me, I am a single penguin, emperor penguin, looking not for a relationship, nothing serious, just a fun couple. It could be male female or female female. I like female energy, but just looking to be your penguin unicorn.
Okay, well, it's just me and my parakeet Pickles.
Okay.
And
Hi, Pickles.
There, Pickles. There we go. Little kissy face, kissy kissies.
You have a
Kissies,
beautiful
kissies.
voice, Pickles.
Thank you.
See?
Well, I'm going to be honest. Parakeets aren't quite my type, but here at the zoo, I feel like this is a great place to explore.
It's a trap.
Yeah, let's talk more. See if we.
Oh,
we
see,
click.
no, I've just trained him to quote lines
Okay.
from my favorite movies.
Okay,
So it's not trying to.
Okay, is
She's
he
not trying to. They're not trying to warn you.
Okay.
or anything like that.
Okay, cool.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, what movie is that one from?
Well, it's from a lot of movies, but
Okay.
it's also just it's a regular line.
Okay, I've never heard that as a line.
You throw me the idol, I throw you the whip.
We're big Lucas fans.
Okay, look,
in this house.
I
so-
see that you're into some sick stuff that I am absolutely not into. That is my boundary.
No, it's.
I am.
Oh,
I'm going
okay,
to leave. Good luck in your
Thank you.
search. And enjoy your coffee.
So how was the date? Did you have fun with another species?
It was awful. A parakeet. He brought a parakeet.
That's
which
why
was,
we should stick to our kind.
I know. I know. I mean, humans are fun, but yeah, I can't trust them.
No, right? We can last forever.
No. Anyway, how are you doing? How's that egg sitting happening? How's that going?
Egg sitting is great. You should do it.
And children, if you look and see this is the penguin exhibit. Interesting note about penguins is that they mate for life.
Ew.
They choose a partner and they mate for life. That's right.
Yuck.
Yeah. What a loser. What a loser.
No, it's beautiful.
Ew.
They learn love and they decide to be with one another. They choose one another. That's beautiful.
My dad's married for the third time. I have 3 Christmases and 1 Hanukkah.
Wow. Well, how lucky
so
you
cool.
are.
Yeah.
My dad left my brother outside in the freezing cold and he died.
That's our show.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Original Understudies. This episode wouldn't be possible without our post-audio engineer and sound designer, Toivo Kallio, and our amazing cast, Kevin Prado, Mike Del Rosso, and Aaron Martin. Oh, but I can't believe it. It feels like, I don't know, I'm living Groundhog's Day here. They couldn't be at the recording today. But luckily, the original understudies were right there, ready to step in their absence. Please don't forget to leave some messages for me. Send me an email at originalunderstudiespodcast@gmail.com. I will take it and use it for some inspiration.
Original Understudies.